Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the three. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. From deep, and the rejection by Jackson. Morant scanning the floor. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, he's got some hops, Morant. This man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Spins. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim. Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Out to Morant. Fires the three. Minnesota with the rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Bain. Towns against Adams. And the rejection by Jackson. And so just over a minute and a half played. Left side, Towns. 5 to shoot. Pass to McDaniels. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He set some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
It's Morant with the drive. And Morant throws it down.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Bain against Edwards. Now the pass to McDaniels. Out to the right wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jared Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Bain finds Morant. And Morant throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
It's Brooks on the wing. The three. And it's Morant missing.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Russell to end the cold streak. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Edwards looking it over. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Jackson finds Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. Off target from outside. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 4. Over in the corner, Edwards. inside, Towns. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Morant drives in, and rejection by McDaniel.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game.
Steven Adams. 2 shots.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Timberwolves trail by 4. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. Edwards against Bain. There's McDaniels. Curls it from outside.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brooks outside. Bain against Edwards. Outside for Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Adams. Brooks outside. There's Jackson with the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies lead.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies. Here's Russell. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Back to Edwards. Into the lane, and Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Morant against Russell. Bain passes to Morant. Gobert with the block. Towns finds McDaniel. Edwards against Bain. Back to Edwards. McDaniels up top. Also looking it over. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Memphis trailing here.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Edwards against Bain. Left side, Towns. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Outside for Jackson. Takes the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous jet.
Outside, Russell. The dish to McDaniels. Russell inside. Brooks covering. Russell no look. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Now Morant. 8 points for him. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. The kick out to Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. Right wing. Russell with a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Russell. Towns against Jackson. Over in the corner, Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Morant with it. Kicks to Brooks. Morant against Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets. The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Towns dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. Russell against Morant. And a wide open look for Payne. Good. Nice assist from Morant. Payne's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies. Russell against Morant. Russell kicks to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Towns. Passes it to Gobert. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Back to Morant. Here's Adams, who's back up. Morant, right side. Outside for Jackson. Brooks with no one around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. McDaniels in the post. Guarded by Bain.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Morant. He's got 10. Adams in the corner. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's stolen by Gobert. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies out in front of 5. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. Basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
We've got Green. Clark is out there with Jackson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Here's Jones. Green finds Jackson. And here's Jones. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that can be a real difference maker here tonight.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Inside. McLaughlin, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. 4-point game. Here's Green. Outside for Jackson. Driving the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. As a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from three. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the three-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court. There's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
And Jackson gets it to go.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
Prince, the pass to McLaughlin. Tries the spin move. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Memphis leading by 5. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Green passes to Jones. Jackson against Anderson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
He doesn't get the second one. The pass to Noel. The kick out to Anderson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Jones. Here's Conchar. Guarded by Reed. Pass to Conchar. Here's the 3. The rebound by Prince. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's McLaughlin. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Prince, the pass to Reed. Stolen by Jackson. Clark outside. Pass to Conchar. Kicks it out to Jones. To the inside. Here's Conchar.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first free throw of the game, and he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's Anderson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Anderson's got his first basket.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
58 seconds left in the third. Conchar, the pass to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Out to the wing. Anderson wide open. Misses the 3. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Jones, the pass to Conchar. Jackson kicks to Green. Lets it go from deep. Prince with the defensive effort. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's the pass to Anderson. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands. And he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anderson is out there with Prince. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin into the 1. Morant passes to Bain. Brooks dishes to Jackson. From the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Edwards kicks to Gobert. And it's Towns penetrating. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the number 1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Good on the 2nd free throw. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance was that. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Just 3 to shoot. Little turnaround.
This team leans on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defense. It can be a difference maker.
Brooks, the best of Bain. Back to Brooks. Right side Bain. And that one goes long.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Second chance shot. And blocked by Bain. Now here's Morant. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Morant outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morant's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. Edwards against Bain. The kick out to Towns. Russell left side. Towns, the pass to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Left side, Towns. And blocked by Bain. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Russell against Morant. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Oh, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Outside, Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
I couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Russell finds Gobert. Crafty move. He lays it in.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Now Morant. Out to Brooks. Bain passes to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Out to the right wing. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Outside Edwards. Elbow shot is on the way. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as many as 14 points. Morant outside. Back to Brooks. In the corner, it's Bain. To the paint. Jackson passes to Morant. Beyond the arc. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. Hal and George are out on the wings. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Now here's Brooks. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Adams has run these screening rows countless times. Great job getting to the right spot.
Leonard outside. There's the triple. Here's Jackson. That one drops for him.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Morant. That shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Here's Bane. Pass to Morant. he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It's on Norman Powell.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Now here's Leonard. To the paint. Here's George. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, Smitty with Morant. His ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Morant. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Leonard against Jackson. Leonard passes to Zubac. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Brooks outside. Payne, the pass to Jackson. Jackson against Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. 3-pointer. Good. And the setup by Morant.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Leonard outside. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Tipped. Brooks outside. Now Adams to the middle. Here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 6.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Jackson, pass to Leonard. To halt the run. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. This is from the corner.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Leonard finds Jackson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Here's Morant. Jackson outside. Payne against Powell. Payne, the pass to Jackson. Back to Payne. George with it. Jackson outside. Leonard way outside. Brooks with the rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make the play.
And we... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Morant, the pass to Payne. Powell against Morant. Back to Payne. Good, and the setup by Morant. Bain's got his first points of the game.
Solid work inside from Desmond Bain. He doesn't lack confidence attacking down there. And some will remember that Desmond Bain was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Here's Powell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bain earlier in the draft.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Jackson with a screen on Jackson. Here's Morant. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And that's good as he hits both shots. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the player's respect.
Jackson finds George. 6 on the shot clock. Zubats with it. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Jackson against Morant. Outside Bain. Outside for Morant. Fires in the triple. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
I like this play. Good teamwork. You don't want to force Morant to do everything himself.
Leonard for three. It's rebounded by Memphis.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character. He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Can they get it? Leonard passes to Jackson. Now George. From deep. And it's Bain with the rebound. Bain's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morant against Powell. There's Jackson with the three. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. Back to Jackson. Inside. George with the bucket. George has got 5.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Brooks. 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. We've got 1:13 left to play in the second quarter. Morant, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Powell, nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
We see this every night from Norman Powell, putting on his hard hat and going to work.
Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Bain. Morant against Jackson. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Leonard for 3. He can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Powell with a steal. Up top, George. Defended by Jackson. Leonard on the wing. From the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Leonard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight.
The Clippers, 15.
We dive into the second half. We'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
We've got Jackson. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green, and it's Clark in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. Here's Covington. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Kennard. From behind the arc. They get it back. Back to Covington. Morris passes to Batum. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Here's Wall. Six to shoot. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Wall's got his first 2 points.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Pass to Conchar. Green with the ball. Over Covington. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Kennard with it. Jackson in his pocket. Nice shot by Kennard.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Pass to Conchar. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Jones. Excellent D there from Wall. The Clippers trail. Now Covington. Back to Kennard. Launches a 3. Clark grabs the board.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Green. Here's Conchar. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's Batum. Misses the 3.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Pass to Jones. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Now Green. Clock at 6. 4-3.
I like when Kennard hustles on D. He's capable of making a difference on that end.
The shot off that time. Green with the defensive effort. Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Jackson for 3. It's rebounded by Morris. Morris has got 4 rebounds in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And the Clippers miss again.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
On the wing, Jones. There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris outside. Lets a floater go. Conchar pulls it in. And the Grizzlies shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. Pass to Clark. Shot left block. In close. No good off the back of the rim.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Now here's Wall. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Batum, pass to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Batum against Jackson. Pass to Conchar. Kicks it out to Jackson from behind the arc. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ending the quarter up 10. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You want to keep the defense on its heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Marcus Morris. Then there's John Wall. And it's Kennard in at the 2 guard. Batum, the pass to Kennard. And the 3 off target. And here are the Grizzlies now. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Here he goes. Here's Conchar. Jackson outside. Got a hand on it.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The offensive rebound. Jackson finds Zubats. For 3, George. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson, pass to Zubats. There's a screen. George for 3. Drills it from deep.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Moran against Jackson. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Jackson with a screen on Bain. It's George on the wing. And the jam by George.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Now here's Moran. Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
You see his link, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Jackson against Moran. Up to Powell. And here's George. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. Outside for Brooks. Paul George pulls down the board. The Clippers running out of time. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Bain. The 3. They get it again. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Brooks with it. Back to Morant. For three. Rebound by the Clippers. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. George passes to Zubac. And stolen by Bain. Pass to Morant. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jackson with it. Leonard defending. And it's the Clippers on the break. Zubac finds Leonard. Fires the three. George outside. There's the three. That one no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Grizzlies.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And here's Memphis. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. To the wing, right side. Outside Morant. Now here's Bain. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bain. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A clean win. And what?
Now let's meet the starters for the Clippers.
And great, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. And it's George in its small forward.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Russell kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Pop. And stolen by Russell. Edwards against Leonard. Right side Towns. From downtown. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Powell dishes to George. Drops in the layup for 2.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. The wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Here's Jackson after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Jackson passes to George. Jackson setting the pick here for George. Minnesota with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Towns. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
So looking it over. Now the pass to McDaniels. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns, no luck.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
George, that's a 2-pointer. And stolen by Russell. To the middle. Here's Towns. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw this game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside, George. Jackson setting the pick here for George. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. And it's Russell with the ball. They bring it up for the Timberwolves. Zubac against Gobert. And he banks in the layup.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. So we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
Thank you, David.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Leonard. Jackson a screen on Towns. Leonard attacking, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Mr. Gobert. Outside, Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. Clock at 4. McDaniels kicks to Russell. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jackson setting the pick here for George. In the corner, Powell with it. Offline with his 3. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Russell dishes to Towns. Yep, that one goes. Towns has got 5.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
It could go, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead, heading in. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Leonard with the steal. Left side, George. Here's Zubats. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Towns. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Towns has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. George with the ball. Working on McDaniels, and George gets it to go.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Up top, Edwards, guarded by Powell. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Edwards against Powell. 5 to shoot. Outside, Edwards. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Clippers trail by 6. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's George driving inside. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little bit, but I love to see him get up.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Outside, Russell. And at the top of the key, Towns. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Brent, it's been well documented. 3-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing the shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Here's Towns. That's his fourth miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. Clippers trail by 4. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McDaniels kicks to Russell. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Minnesota on D. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. And Wall kicks to Kennard. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 4. Trying to end the drought. And Edwards with the stop.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now here's Wall. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Mann. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one is on top.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Oh, here's Edwards. He has 5. Out to the right wing. McDaniels finds Edwards. All with the steal. And the slam dunk by Wall.
In the moment he's got the rock, Wall goes turbo. Gets up court as fast as anyone.
Edwards passes to Russell. Going inside. There's McDaniels. Cranes the three-pointer. McDaniels got his first 3 points of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
From deep, Wall. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here's McDaniel. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistling. 2 shots coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And it's the size and mobility of Town that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
Second free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Wall wide open. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Russell passes to Towns. The layup off target. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game tonight. David will be back after halftime for the start of the second. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Clippers trail by 3. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Kennard is out there with Wall. Then it's Morris. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Mann in at the small forward position. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Passes it to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. Kennard covering. 5 on the clock. Here's McLaughlin. Lays it up off the glass. McLaughlin's got the first bucket of the third here for Minnesota.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Wall finds Kennard. the block. Takes it inside. Noel. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Minnesota, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Wall. He's got 5. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Covington down low. Defended by Anderson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And Covington, it gets underappreciated, but a guy who runs the floor, he'll guard a bunch of different positions. He'll hit 3-point shots. It's a lot of complementary stuff.
Here's Noel. Dishes it to Prince. Here's Noel. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. Here's McLaughlin. Count it. McLaughlin's got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
Pass to Kennard. At the wall. Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Morris. Anderson outside. McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Just 5 on the clock. Covington with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Wall's shot is good.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Minnesota leading by 4. Here's McLaughlin. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside, Wall. Here's Covington. And he banks in the layup. Covington's got 5.
And the handles Covington has are impressive, slicing and dicing through the defense with ease.
The pass to McLaughlin. Prince outside, shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. From deep, Wall. That shot is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Prince kicks to Reed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
More and more signs of the skill set of Florian Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Pass to Morris. Back to Wall. Passes it to Kennard. That's the 3 fly. Not going to go that time.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
With the crossover, here's Anderson. Unable to get that one. Good D by Covington. Now, here's Kennard. Guarded closely. Takes it out to Covington. Kennard setting the pick for Covington. The 3. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Kennard.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Kennard covering. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Reed's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Towns finds Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Drains it from beyond the arc. Towns has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. And here's Jackson. The pass to Powell. Banked in off the glass.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff. And make it easy on yourself.
Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. The kick out to Town. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Leonard inside. Towns on him. Right side Jackson. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. 6 on the shot clock. And George kicks to Jackson. There's the 3.
Russell affected that shot. He used his length, some effort on defense that time.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Good work there as it goes. Edwards got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. It's Powell with the drive. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Towns finds Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Towns against Jackson. Towns down low. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Outside Russell. Outside Towns. 4 on the clock. Goes up to the stripe. They get it again. Gobert. No one near Edwards as he lets it fall. Bangs home the trifecta.
It's so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Pass to Powell. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Powell kicks to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
That's his 3rd foul in the game.
Third team foul.
And Minnesota has possession. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers trail by 12. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Jackson setting the pick here for Powell. Yep, it counts.
Norman Powell has a lot of strength, and that time he played to it.
Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Russell with it. He dishes it to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Out to Edwards. Over Powell, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Clippers shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Jackson passes to Powell. Entered on the wing. A shake. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
At the line for 2.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within single digits.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Outside, Russell. Over to the wing. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Back to McDaniels. And a deep three from Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Giving up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there, his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little close.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. Now here's Russell. Left side, Edwards. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. And a nice finish on the layup.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Outside Moran.
And then Moran with the dunk. Wow. Always always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Bain. Jackson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Tries again. Lays it up and banks it in.
Finishing through contact. Jackson showing why a 6'11" guy with real shooting ability is so dangerous.
Here's Edwards. Outside for Russell. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Williams from long range. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Russell against Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Now here's Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Second shot opportunity. Williams from long range. Russell with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Gobert passes to Russell. Adams against McDaniels. Got it.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Morant against Russell. On the wing, Bain. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Outside, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Morant. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:02 left in the first quarter here. Here's Russell. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Morant. Here's Adams. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Edwards against Bain. Towns passes to Russell. Bain against Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Doesn't go that time. And Memphis taking it the other way down. It's Williams, high post. Outside for Morant. Morant missing again. Edwards with it. Russell finds Gobert. Down for 3. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. Quarter.
Your Timberwolves
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain is the 2 with Williams playing the 3. And it's Morant in at the point. Oh, sweet move. And then Morant with the dunk.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. Edwards against Bain. Pass to Russell. Now Edwards. Second chance shot. Now here's Towns. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Over Williams. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Memphis leading. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Outside Russell. Towns passes to Russell. That's it. Coming off an assist from Towns. Russell's got 5 now.
Arguably the most dangerous weapon in D'Angelo Russell's arsenal. This guy is a problem for the defense.
Russell against Morant. Bain, pass to Williams. Back to Bain. Outside Morant. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Oh, he misses the dunk. And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Fred.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now. No question. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Adams. Russell to pass to Towns. Takes a 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Williams finds Bain. Now Jackson. Outside for Morant. Knocks down the long J. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Morant doesn't need the 3-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Jackson against Towns. Back to Edwards. Pass to Russell. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
The shot by Towns, no good. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Morant, pass to Bain. it for Moran. Jackson outside. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of this game.
Oh, there's Moran with the slam. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Spins. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Morant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Here's Towns. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows who to look for blocks.
And so
Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Clock is at 3. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Prince has got his first basket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Conchar. Deflected. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Noel, defended by Jones. And it's blocked by Clark. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Outside Jones. Back to Brooks. The 3. Here's Clark. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Clark's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And stolen by Clark. Here's Conchar. To the wing on the left. Clark finds Jackson. Here's Conchar. Back to Jackson. The 3 is up. No good there.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's McLaughlin. Over to the left wing. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Jackson, the pass to Brooks. Outside Jones, to the right side. Brooks outside. Back to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Well, the Timberwolves shooting only 39% so far in the game.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dylan Brooks proved he was a big game player, going in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Now here's Jones. He's covered closely.
Second team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Kicks it out to Jackson. Puts up a three. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And they're talking about Dylan Brooks. Also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Clock at 6. Anderson for 3. Clark grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Brooks left side. Pass to Conchar. Outside Jones. On the wing, Brooks. Here's Clark. Down low. Deflects the pass. Anderson against Jones. A minute 9 left to play in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Over Brooks. The Grizzlies pull it in. They've led by as many as 11. Let's go with a 3. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. It's good.
Boy, gets the bucket through the contact. Taurean Prince, he earned every bit of that one.
Outside Jones. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And there's Jackson on the assist from Jones. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. Here's Brent. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Stephen Adams, Zaire Williams, Desmond Bain,
and so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their play has earned them a nice lead. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Memphis leading. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Bain is the 2 with Williams playing the 3. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. Back to Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shot clock at 3. 3-pointer off the mark. And Minnesota has possession. Towns passes to Gobert. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Morant into the lane. Jackson finds Morant. Oh, Gobert with a steal. McDaniels passes to Towns. Gobert with it. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Outside Morant. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock.
Heady play to draw the foul by Jackson Jr. Remember, his dad was an NBA player. Part of why he's got a great hoops IQ.
And that one falls for Jackson.
Joe Jackson Jr.
And so Jackson nails both of them. And for Minnesota, they're shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Bain against Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands. You let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Morant with it. Pass to Adams. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Outside Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Jackson.
2 minutes.
Outside Morant. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. McDaniels finds Gobert. Now here's Towns. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Goes up off the inbound. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Outside Morant. Outside Williams. Jackson outside. 5 on the clock. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. Edwards and pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels from the arc. And no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11. Outside, Williams. Morant with it. Back to Williams. Jackson on the wing. Covered by Towns. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here they come. Edwards can't hit. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Hey, pass to Morant. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Jackson. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Now Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Ja Morant picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He hits the first one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Edwards. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Oh, a lot of history, Richard, between these two teams tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
Okay. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in its small forward.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
A 3 from Leonard. He can't get that one to fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. Out to Brooks. This one for 3. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. Payne for 3. Adams, the pass to Brooks. A putback, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got his second basket of the night.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Now here's Leonard. From outside, off the mark.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jackson has the open look. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Teron Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim challenging opponents at the top of the jump and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys, we'll see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Okay, David, thanks.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Outside, Bain. Morant, right side. Traps in the tray.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And there's the pass to Zubats. Comes up empty down low.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Bain kicks to Brooks. Back to Bain. Now here's Morant for 3. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. A second chance effort. And that one hits back iron. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. 6-point game.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy.
Now here's Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. Back to Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Leonard, the pass to Pop. To the inside. George takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you. The option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Outside for Jackson. From deep. He's off on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Leonard. Passes it to Pop. Back to Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Leonard with a screen on Bain. Jackson misses.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Morant pushes to Brooks. Back to Morant. Can't cash in from close range. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And George gets the whistle that time.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Morant finds Brooks. Now here's Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Adams. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. Bain passes to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Brooks misses. And here is Los Angeles now. Pass to Zubats. Leonard with no one around. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 5 now.
and the reflexes are just key. Kawhi is already anticipating that shot before he even gets the ball.
It's Morant with the drive. Jackson has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's George. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. George has got his second basket of the night.
And that's a staple of George's offensive game. His mid-range shake continues to just torch defenses night in and night out.
And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Left side, Bain. Jackson kicks to Adams. The dish to Morant. 2 on the clock. And Leonard with the block.
Another example of Kawhi being the best defender in the league.
George passes to Pop. A 3 from Leonard. The Clippers rebound. Zubac finds George. Jackson with it. Now defended by Bain. Powell for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant looking around. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Adams. He's got 6. Morant pushes to Adams. On the wing, Brooks. Misses the 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Outside for Jackson. Jackson, a screen on Bain. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against Jackson. They could use a bucket, and Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 5 points so far.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Leonard sets a screen for Powell. Back to Leonard. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Leonard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Brooks kicks to Jackson. In the corner, it's Bain. Pocket 6. Paul George with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Here's Zubac. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Robert Covington's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann comes in for George. Kennard, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And John Wall subbed in for Reggie Jackson. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Adams. Green comes in for Brooks. Konchar's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for Morant. With 4 seconds on the clock. And a close game so far to the first. Thank you, David. And we'll be
Your Clippers, 16. The Grizzlies, 14.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. All out there with Kennard. Then it's Moore. And it's Robert Covington, and it's Mann in at the 3. There's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man. It is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, They just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Out to the right wing, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Clippers leading by 5. Wall passes to Kennard. Wall sets a screen for Kennard. A three-pointer off the mark. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies with the drive. Outside Green. Jones in the post, covered by Morris. 6 on the shot clock. It's good.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Wall. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. That's a 2 from Kennard. Here's Mann. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jackson kicks to Green. Inside. Here's Clark. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's Covington. It's stolen by Green. Clark with it. Now Covington defending. That one goes. Count it. Clark's got his first points of the game.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Now here's Covington. In the corner, Kennard with it. Covington passes to Kennard. Off target with his 3. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. It's Jackson with the drive. Jones against Wall. It's stolen by Wall. Outside Covington from past the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Kicks it out to Jones. For the lead, a beautiful reversal. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
Give him a chance to pull off something special, and he will take it.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Wall. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Mann, headed by Green. Mann can't hit. Memphis leading. Feeds to Jackson. It's stolen by Wall. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Now Jones. Outside Jackson. Over in the corner, Green. Jackson dishes to Green. Back to Jackson, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Norman Powell's checked in for Los Angeles. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Jones drives in. Green. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Ball passes to Covington. In the corner, it's Morris. And the 3 ball is good. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Jones kicks to Jackson. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Crenshaw. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Brooks comes in for Danny Green. Baines checked in for John Crenshaw. And it's John Morant in for Jones. It's good.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Wall passes to Covington. Launches a 3. to the paint. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Wall. Morris has got 5.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. We're going to step aside for just a second. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with fist feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass. Flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Here's Mann. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Brooks finds Morant. Pass to Adams. It's stolen by Morris. And here's Wall. Stolen by Brooks. Morant dishes to Adams. Intercepted. Outside, Wall. He feeds it to Covington. On the wing, Morris. To take the lead. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Brooks. Jackson kicks to Brooks. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Clippers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensive. Powell, the pass to Mann. The Clippers again turning it over. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Jackson against Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
And the pass to Kennard. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. 6 to shoot. Nice move. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
First 2.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Luke Kennard taking 2 shots.
No luck that time either.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Jackson dishes to Adams. Leonard with the steal. To take the lead. No good that time. And Memphis the other way now. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Morant with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Jackson a screen on Bain. Kennard kicks to George. Kennard the pass to Jackson. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
George with no one around. Good on the 3-point shot.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
Morant outside. Fires from deep. Morant with another miss. The Clippers trail. The 3 from George. Zubac gets to George. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. There's a minute left in the fourth. Here's George. Count.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Morant with it. They need this. And again, Memphis no good. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Morant outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Nice shot by George.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And another miss by Memphis. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
Make up the front court, and it's George in at the 3 slot. And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
Now here's Leonard. It's Powell on the wing. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. McDaniels with it. Jackson in his pocket. Outside Edwards. Inside. Here's Towns. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Jackson pass to George. Back to Jackson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. About a minute into this first quarter. Towns goes in. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Leonard outside. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Outside McDaniels. Stolen by Jackson. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. Towns with a rebound. George against McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Another shot outside for Russell. Back to Towns. 4 on the clock. Here's Gobert. Can't get it to drop. And the Clippers will come the other way. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Pass to George. And here's Leonard. Deflected by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Minnesota in the lead. McDaniels passes to Towns. Outside Russell. Edwards with it. Towns with the ball. Outside McDaniels. All sorts of time. And they'll get another chance. Out to the right wing. Towns passes to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Towns finds McDaniels. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul.
First team.
Towns against Leonard. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Now here's Leonard. Looking for his first basket still in this one. To stop the drought. Powell passes to Jackson. Oh, good D by Edwards.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Towns. 1:16 left in the opening quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Russell against Jackson. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. .103 left to play in the first. George against McDaniels. Out to Leonard. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Russell. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Powell against Edwards. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. George outside. Leonard outside. To end the drought. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Edwards finds Russell. Pass to Towns. Over Leonard. Here's Gobert. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor.
The previous play is under review.
The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like we're overturning the call here. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, I tell you what, that's Covington's game now. He's really thinking shot before he catches it.
Pass to Russell. Clock at 6. Fades away. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Wall. Out to Covington. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Russell with the ball. Checked by Wall. Outside McDaniels. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Man. Back to Wall. Minnesota with a rebound.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Left side, Edwards. Here's Towns. Right wing. To the inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Pass to Wall. Here's Man. Takes the 3. Towns with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Now here's Edwards. Fires for 3. No luck on that one. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Wall, the pass to Morris.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Kennard. Offline with a 3. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Here's Towns. Pass to Edwards. From deep. Drops in the 3. Edwards has got 5 now.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Here's Mann. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Towns against Covington. Now Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Shoots. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Kicks it out to Kennard. And the Clippers miss again.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And he's going for the oop here. Oh, the slam dunk by Morris.
You get open, and Wall will find you. They've got one of the best assist averages in NBA history.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the right wing. Morris against Towns. Outside for Russell. Here's the 3. Gobert. The putback is no good. And so it's Minnesota earning this break in the act.
The Timberwolves 17.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
You know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
We've got Marcus Morris. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's John Wall, and it's Kennard in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And Minnesota calls time here. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And confidence is such a critical component. How much does it help to have a head coach who really believes in you as a player, Clark?
B.A., I think it does add, and it adds to your own confidence level and it infuses you. But self-talk is the most important talk. But when it's supported by your coach, I think now you've got the best of all worlds when it comes to confidence.
Kennard on the wing. Now here's Wall. Covington passes to Kennard. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. The Timberwolves shooting just 42% so far in the game. Anderson drives. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Mann. To the paint. Here's Morris. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Morris has got his second bucket on the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now Reed, guarded by Morris. Here's McLaughlin. Rebound by the Clippers. 90 seconds into the second half now.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Back to Anderson. Pass to Reed. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Reed's got his first 2 points.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Back to Kennard from downtown. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the floater. That shot missing. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Prince on the attack. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, when Prince is aggressive and assertive like that, it really does open up things for his teammates.
And for Man, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
On the wing, Noel. Back to Prince. Pass to McLaughlin. Right wing. Here's Prince. The 3 is up. Another miss by Minnesota. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team.
Outside wall. Takes one from 10 feet. Nice jump shot.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Noel, defended by Kennard. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. Reed passes to Anderson. Launches it. The rebound by Man. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Covington, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Prince. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Noel, that's good. Noel's got 5 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Prince. Out to the right wing. Anderson for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Minnesota basketball.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And so it's Minnesota, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Anderson in at the 4.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality. They're seeking out that contact.
Pass to Prince. Now Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Powell covers. Anderson passes to Reed. Over Zubats. The Clippers grab the miss.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Kennard, he's checked in for Powell. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
The Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Back to Russell. Over to the wing. Towns for three. They get the rebound. Gobert. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
The crossover. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line.
Defensive foul.
That one on Russell.
And just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Now, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of them the entire way.
And here's Russell. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Russell. Unable to get that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George, right side. Here's Jackson, guarded by Russell. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to George. The three ball. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting around 41%. Russell with the ball. Pass to Towns. Over Leonard.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what we're doing, and Leonard plays with great passion. Defensive menace who gives everything he has to shut his man down while still doing it at the offensive end too.
And the Clippers with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Edwards finds Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Kennard outside. It's George on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. Going to be a good victory for the Timberwolves.
And as we see the game wind down, you have to remember all the second chance buckets this team put on the board.
They definitely won it with their offensive rebounding. We watched them attack the ball and turn misses into makes all game long.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Rudy Gobert.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Edwards against Kennard. Gobert passes to Edwards. Stolen by Kennard. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
24 seconds left in the final quarter. Russell against Jackson. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns.
Minnesota charged with a foul. Karl Anthony Towns. Second personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
At the line for your Clippers, Reggie Jackson at the strike.
And the second of 2 is good. And that brings him within 10. Here's Edwards. From deep three-point range. Misses there. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.